Hey, what's up, guys? How are you? So today was just another day, and basically it was just a routine. I wake up today and I work on Python. I start with an exercise because I usually go to exercising or lead code, but I didn't want to start with lead code because in my mind I'm pretty new, so maybe start with exercising because the exercises are more easier than lead code before going to lead code because I don't want to rely too much on AI or googling stuff. I want to think and be able to solve it by myself, and if I can solve it by myself, I can then start looking for AI or other help and all that. So yeah, basically that's what I did. I wake up and then I went on exercise and I did a one hour exercise over there. After that, I started the boot camp. So yeah, I started the boot camp. Then I went to work. Came back from work, and then I I did the boot camp a little bit because it was just basic stuff on Python. I already know those stuff, so I did a little bit while doing some other task. And then I was working on my business. After I finished the business, that's when I decided to record a video and talk to you guys a little bit about what kind of what kind of thing I learned today, and also basically what I did. So today I learned two things basically. So when I was at work, uh, I started to realize that ever since I was a kid, I never really held my mouth while I'm speaking to articulate the words very slowly and very concise and very fluently. I mean, because in my mind, I was like, I want things to flow naturally. You see what I'm talking about? You want things to flow naturally. You don't want to put any effort to it because we are like what the flow, right? It's flow. It's flow is like the most people like flow and stuff. So basically, that's my mind. I was like, I want things to flow naturally. But before things to flow naturally, you need to become good at it. You need to articulate the words very fluently. Then when it flows with good articulation instead of flowing with bad articulation. So even in French, genre quand je parle français, même en français, quand tu parles, tu peux attraper, genre, en disant, si je dis attraper, c'est un peu bizarre, mais genre, tu mets tes lèvres là. Je sais pas comment je vais expliquer, mais basically, you, in my mind, I'm like, you held your mouth when you speak. That's one of the best way for you to articulate things very concise and very well. So I learned that, and then I also learned about intensity and consistency. So basically, it's good to be consistent. It's good to be consistent to stay on the good target, like on a daily target of what you want to do. Be consistent with that. But intensity is also better, especially at the beginning. At the beginning, if you want to learn something, you are trying to rewire your brain. You are trying to rewire your makeup and everything to bring a new software in your old software to your old software. So for that, you need to be intense. You need to be obsessed. You need to keep feeding yourself for the information, so that it can get the information so quickly and so fast and so intense, so that to the point that it can just boom break the other software, and then the new software gonna get installed. Basically, that's the way I envision that. So yeah, that's one thing I learned today. But for the intensity part, I feel like it's better to do it at the beginning. You do at the beginning, you push yourself. Let's say you have a boot camp, and basically the boot camp is like 40 hours. Most people take 2 months or 1 month to finish the boot camp. You you fucking go over there for like 7 hours per day, and you push yourself to finish the boot camp in like 2 weeks or even less than 2 weeks. And some people even might finish in fucking 2 to 3 days. Those fucking crazy people. There was that one guy, right? We were talking about machine learning. So the guy was saying that he went on Coursera and looked for Andrew Yang, a machine learning course on Coursera. I think it's more than 30 hours or long or something like that. And he finished it during the weekend. He spent the weekend doing that fucking book, that course. That's insane, right? So basically, there are people more insane. So that's what I think. Like at the beginning, just put intensity to it, and then after the intensity, you now become more consistent by doing exercises and by building projects, especially building projects, because as a computer science, as a coding learner, as a programming learner and everything, you don't only have to learn to program. You need to learn to build, because you're a builder, you're a creator. So you need to know how to build, you need to know how to wield your craft. Otherwise, there is no point. You only know syntax. And most CS students or even CS people, there's something maybe it's only me who is crazy, I don't fucking know. But there's something I don't understand. Why you people will know how to code, we know how to build software, we know how to build models, machine learning models, and more. Why do you only want to go work for somebody else, for a company that don't give a damn about you? Why don't you try to create something for yourself, something that you think people might need? If it doesn't work, you can still go and work for somebody else, but at least you're gonna have that thing as in your resume, so it's better. You see what I'm talking about? Just try to see if you can create something, because everybody want to create like websites. They need to know how to code to create a website, or they're gonna hire you. So you will have the power to be able to do that. Why don't you try to create? I don't know why, but most CS students, the only thing in their mind is like, oh, let me get a job, let me do this to get a job, let me do this to get a job and get fucking money. It's like, bro, money will always be here, bro. It's not about I mean, yeah, it's hard if you don't have money. I'm not saying it's right now I don't have money, so it's hard. That's why I'm trying all those fucking businesses. I'm trying to make it up. But what I'm trying to say is that you are young, especially if you're in your 20s. Why do you need to fucking have a lot of money right now? As long as you have a place where you can sleep, you can eat, and whatever it is, it's still good. Most of you even sleep with your parents, live with your parents. So yeah, what's the point of that? Just try to create something. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Then when you're gonna get to 27 years old or 25 years old, you go work for somebody. It's up to you. So yeah, that's my intake for today. crazy ramblings, but what can I say? That's what it is. So peace out, guys. Have a good rest of your day, and don't forget to stay creative to start building, because you are the only one who can build the future if you really want to build it. It's only up to you.